Shalom Juice Gang family, welcome back to the channel. As promised, I told you all I was going to go into details concerning my health and give you all an update as far as what's been going on. But before I jump into the video, if you hear any noise in the background, those are the kiddos. They're in their room playing, so hopefully they're not too loud. So I decided to have a gut test done, and I used Thryve's gut test kit. And I'm so glad that I went ahead and purchased this. And when I purchased it, it was like 60-70% off. So when I jumped on it, the price was very affordable. So I was like, I might as well get it and see what's going on, because I just was tired of guessing, going to the doctors, trying to figure out why I was dealing with a lot of these certain particular issues that I was having. And I know y'all like, well, you were doing keto, weren't you healthy? Yes, with keto, I lost the weight, but there is a whole bunch of other things that I still was personally dealing with that I did not let you all know about. One of the things that I was dealing with, I was having some skin issues. I was having issues with sleeping at night and a few other things. And I really don't want to go too deep into those because I don't feel comfortable talking about those yet. But seriously, you know, with me going to the doctors, the dermatologist, dealing with the whole issue with PCOS and a lot of different things that I was dealing with, I just was like, these doctors aren't giving me any answers. And I'm like, what can I do? So that's when I came across this information concerning the gut test. And I'm well aware that your gut is the first brain. So I said, okay, let's go ahead and have it done. And when the results came back, you guys, I was blown away. I was shocked. I was like, what the heck? So if you see the light going in and out, you guys, I'm actually using the natural light from the sun. So the clouds is covering the sun and coming back in and out. So that's what that's about. But anywho, so I want to say within like 3 to 4 weeks, I got my results as they said. But before I jump into that, I want to show you all. It came with 2 boxes, one to mail off and one with everything in there to do your sample. So we're all adults here. It had a Q-tip, a bottle with some blue liquid in it, a small bottle. And what you're going to do is take the Q-tip, collect the sample from your fecal sample, and then you're going to place it in the blue liquid, swirl it around, put the cap back on, place it in the baggie, and there's another box that it comes in. It's a little bit bigger than this. And I believe the color was orange, and it has on there everything to mail it off. So you don't have to do nothing. They have to stamp everything on it ready to go, but just put your sample in, seal it, and mail it off. And that's what I did. And then it also comes, let me cover this so you all don't see my ID number. But it comes with your activation kit ID number. You put all your information in the system and basically just wait for your results to come. Really simple. Really easy, you guys. And like I said, I want to say in like 3-4 weeks, I got the results. And it basically gave me a total score of my gut health of an 87, which wasn't too bad. But the bacteria that I was low in, that was what was like really shocked me. Because based off of those results, they were literally telling me things that I was dealing with, like skin issues, having issues with sleeping at night, constipation. Now the constipation wasn't bad, but it wasn't flowing like it used to. So I was having a little bit of issues with that. So that's what really made a light bulb go off in my head, like, hold on, these people, they're onto something. This has to be legit, because I never told them any information about me. They don't know who I am. All they have is a sample of you know what. And they tested it, and this is the results. So my total gut health was like an 87. They do provide you with a probiotic that they personally put together for you to help get everything back balanced within your gut. And they also give you a list of foods that you can eat and can't eat. You also can go on the site and select what type of diet that you want to be on. I decided to go in the no zone, which means no diet. I just wanted to see what they were going to recommend for me. And I did click on the keto one because you can go back and readjust it to what you want to see. But everything came back the same, what they were saying. That basically somewhat I should be vegan. I don't like to use the word vegan, but basically plant-based. No animal meats. And if I am eating animal meats, they only had oysters. I don't eat oysters because I follow the dietary laws of the Most High. So oysters is off the list. They had sea bass. I do like sea bass. So I was like, okay, that's good. I can have sea bass. And the last one was anchovies. Other than that, it was just fruits and vegetables. And they go like what fruits you can have, what vegetables you can have, what protein you can have. They go into oils, beans, nuts, all of that good stuff. So no chicken, no steak, no ribeyes. I love ribeyes. Like eggs, I love eggs. You can't have eggs. I was just like, oh my, well, I couldn't have eggs. No dairy, so no cheese, none of that. And I really don't do too much cheese like that, like once in a blue. And I get the good quality cheese. But I haven't been buying it now since prices went up. So I just was like, I haven't been worrying about cheese like that. So that really wasn't bothering me. And I don't drink milk. So I was like, cool, but I can't have any meat. So with me being pregnant, I talked things over with my doctor. She said it's okay for me to get the probiotics. I have been debating whether if I want to get them or not because I was reading reviews and people were like, oh, they just want you to buy their probiotics. But seriously, I want to buy them and test it out and see what happens. So far, I did, you guys, change my diet. I am no longer doing keto. Yes, this is a keto baby. I got pregnant doing keto, but I have tried so many diets out there where I was raw vegan. And again, I don't like to use the word vegan, so I'm just going to say raw plant-based to plant-based. You guys understand what I'm saying. Like, I went through all of those steps. I tried out so many different diets from keto to carnivore to pescatarian. So basically, somewhat they're saying like I should be a pescatarian because I'm allowed to have, you know, seafood, fish, or whatever. But who's gonna eat fish every single day, especially those same particular ones? Like, I'm not a fan of anchovies. So, I mean, I've tried it before. It just wasn't my thing. So, I've decided to cut back on my protein intake. With me being pregnant, it's not a good idea to cut protein. Even I know that. The baby needs protein. So, I'm going to cut back on. Instead of me doing like a lot of carnivore meals or ketovore meals that I was doing, I'm just going to do smaller portions of meat. And so far it's been working for me. And I've added in more variety of fruits. Like all the ones that you're not supposed to have when you're doing keto. Mango, pineapple, apples. So I have been enjoying those and adding them back into my diet. And I have upped my intake of vegetables. And I have been doing fermented foods. I have been fermenting my own carrots, my own cabbage. And that's what I've been doing just to see if I was going to see any changes in you guys. I want to say I've been doing this since January. I want to say like the middle of January up until now. And my sleep has improved. Issues that I was having with the bloating, the constipation and all of that, things have been starting to flow more better. So I am seeing slow results. I kind of feel like if I was able to go into this full force and follow exactly what they're saying and taking their probiotics, that things probably would be going a lot quicker with the healing and getting everything together. Now, after I have my baby, I am going to breastfeed. So I want to wait until my child is on solid foods. I'm still going to be nursing too, but I want to say when the baby is about maybe 4 to 5 months, when you start to introduce solid foods, then that is when I am going to follow exactly what they say and go full force with it and really see what happens. Now, you are supposed to go back and go get retested to check to see if you see any improvements, any changes, and I will be doing that, but there's no need for me to do that nowhere near now because I'm not even following it how they suggest. I'm following what they say, but I'm just doing smaller portions of protein. That's basically it. So again, my total gut score was like an 87. They did provide a probiotic that I am going to get. One thing that stood out to me was that they said I can't have any avocado oil, olive oil. They recommended grapeseed oil. I haven't used grapeseed oil since, I want to say 2015, 2016. And then I transitioned into like coconut oil. So I can't even have coconut oil, you guys. I can have coconuts. I can have avocado, like the fresh fruit. And I can have olives, but I can't have those oils. And they also go into details why they recommend the particular foods that they're recommending, so that way it can balance out the gut bacteria. And mushrooms were on the list very heavy for me. So many variety of mushrooms that they suggested that I should be eating. So I have been eating more mushrooms and incorporating a lot of the things that they said that I'm allowed to have. And I have to be honest, so far I have been enjoying it and loving it. I haven't blew up in a whole bunch of weight. No, my doctor's been measuring my tummy and we've been monitoring my weight and everything. And seriously, the weight is gaining properly like I should. So everything is good. Another thing that I was dealing with being on keto, I started to get white spots in my nails. And I noticed that the white spots are starting to, they're growing out, but new ones aren't coming in. I'm going to continue to monitor that. And I was dealing with hair loss. So many things that I wasn't telling you all what was going on because I was just so focused on losing weight and keeping my hormones balanced with PCOS and everything. But to be honest, something still wasn't right and I wasn't paying attention. Well, I was paying attention, but I was just ignoring it because I was so happy that the weight was off and I was looking good and my hormones were balanced. I was just so focused on not having those crazy type of irregular cycles. I am going to go into more details as far as what really happened with keto. I'm not bashing keto. Keto works for a lot of people. Yes, I did lose the weight, but I was still dealing with certain things and it did trigger some other things to happen that caused the imbalance for me. I would tell anybody to do what you feel is right. If you feel as though keto is for you, do it. But for me right now in my life, I want to focus on healing my gut. And this is the best thing for me. Since I've tried so many other diets, I want to give this a try. There's a lot of information and videos out there on the Thryve gut test kit. There are other test kits that you can try. This is the one that I decided to go with, where people did videos saying, well, I'm keto, I'm not coming off of keto, I'm going to stick to what I'm doing. And they did that. Some people did change their diet. There's another lady, she is carnivore, and they were suggesting that she go on a plant-based diet. And she was like, no, I'm sticking to carnivore. But me personally, reading the reviews on those comments on those videos, a lot of people were saying that they had the test done and they saw results with their health. It improved, even though they did not want to come off of whatever type of diet that they were on. So the whole moral of the story is, I feel like everyone should do what is best for them to heal their body. And that's what I have to do for me. So I will be giving you all updates, sharing what I eat in a day videos, my progress, and really see what can happen. Because I just want to feel good, you guys, and I want to be healthy. Don't we all? So that is it for this video, and I really hope that everyone is okay. Stay safe. I love you all. Shalom.